Hello, fellas, and welcome to another stream here on the Slytherin Group channel. My name is Gianpaolo Vernocchi. I am the co-founder and creative director at Destiny Bit. I am over here today showing you some gameplay for the Byzantines. I see that my display capture is black, but let's try to fix that real quick. We will be doing some streams in the coming weeks, one every week, showcasing each one of the very unique factions that we have in the game. Today we're going to start with the Byzantines. I'm going to try and see if we can fix it. Let's just try this. Let's just go full screen with the gameplay, and let's keep it full screen, shall we? So please let me know if everything is fine with the audio and whatnot. I'm going to give some volume to the game. Please let me know if the levels are fine, if you can hear me fine. So let's start. I will do my best to follow the chat as always. It's gonna be hard for me to keep up, but I'm gonna do my best. So, have any keys been given out yet for the beta signups? Yes, we're still giving out keys. So my suggestion to you is to sign up at slytherin.com/empiresapart or empiresapart.net. Over there you can find the links to sign up for the beta, and we're still adding people, and we're gonna add people all throughout the next few weeks up until release. So yeah, sign up and you might get picked. So what I'm playing today is a version 0.8.4 of the game. Last time I played 0.8.3, so there have been some updates to the game. So let's jump right into skirmish. I'm gonna pick the Byzantines. The main change that comes with this patch is some improvements to the AI. So this time I'm actually scared of the AI. I think I will keep it to medium, just not to lose in the very first minutes of the game. I'm going to pick Great Meadows as the map because it's a very pretty map. And I'm going to pick the Byzantines. And let's go. Here we go. So, the Byzantines are probably what I call like the most vanilla civilization that is in the game. That means that they play in a very traditional way, in the sense that they have access to a lot of stuff. If I open their tech tree, you will see that they have infantry, they have archers, they have cavalry archers, they have siege weapons. They're really a well-rounded civilization. So over here at the beginning of the game, I am going to scout the outskirts of my base. As the Byzantines, there are many strategies that you can go for. But tonight I'm going to try to show you two different ones that you can play as the Byzantines, so you can get a feeling for them, and then you can decide what strategy you think it's best for you, what strategy you think suits your playstyle the best, and you can go from there. So the reason why you don't see me click on the UI too much is because I am using hotkeys. I'm using Q to produce villagers. We use sort of like a grid system for the hotkeys, and just to remind you, all of the hotkeys are fully customizable, and they're also customizable by civilization. So if I go into the hotkeys menu, over here I have all of the Byzantines hotkeys, and you can customize them uniquely compared to every other civilization. So I think that for the first build that I'm going to show you, the first way to play the Byzantines, I'm going to go for a fairly traditional kind of build. It's going to be military oriented, so I don't want to lose my scout, but I saw my opponent. Okay. With the 9th villager, I usually put down a house so I can keep villager production going and never stop. As you can see, I am focusing on sheeps, but I am going to bring back my scout and find the boar. Where is it? There he is. Over here we have our first boar, which is going to be instrumental in this strategy. Over here there's a lot of berries. Oh, I like this spawn. Okay, so we attack the boar and we start running away. I'm going to lure the boar nearby our town center and then use all of our villagers to shoot him down and get a lot of food from it. The boar is actually a source of 330 food, which is pretty much everything I need to get to the military level 1 at least. So I'm gonna go check out what my opponent is up to. I see that my opponent has done his first boar as well. I don't want to miss out on the second one. I'm going to upgrade to basic military development, and I'm gonna get some wood. So the Byzantine have a very unique mix of infantry and cavalry, and they can use infantry and cavalry to get some very early aggression going. As a matter of fact, I already have access to the Stratonas, which is the barracks, from level 0, which means that there is even a faster build that I might be able to show you later that I can do, where I basically put down a barracks almost as soon as possible and start producing warriors right away. So with the next villager, okay, I am up to basic military development. So with the next villager that comes out of the town center, I'm gonna build a house over here. There we go. And as soon as I have the wood, I am going to build a barracks to get some warriors going. I really want my second boar. It should be around here somewhere. There he is. I am housed, as you can see the UI tells me. There we go. Attacking my boar. Meanwhile, the night is falling, which is always an interesting time of the day. I saw that my opponent is playing French. I'm gonna garrison my scout inside so it doesn't get hurt too much. Alright, I have plenty of wood now. So I am going to build a Stratonas. Oh, this scout is probably dead. I'm going to ungarrison my scout to possibly harass him and get a kill. Oh, yeah. Alright, we were able to take down the scout of our opponent, which is always nice. Which means that now our opponent is gonna have troubles figuring out what we're up to. I'm gonna use shift command to queue another building after this one. So as soon as this villager is done building this building, it's gonna move on to the next to this other building. As you can see right now, I'm just mainly gathering food and wood, but I'm going to use one of my villagers to also gather gold. So with the first build that I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you the way that the Byzantines can mix infantry and cavalry. So over here I have the Scutatos. I'm going to put down a few Scutatoi. I'm going to move some villagers to berries. And eventually I will also want some gold. Actually, I'm going to set my rally point to the gold so that as soon as my villagers are done, they will go get some gold. So, I'm going to address some of the things that I'm seeing in the chat. So, one of the very interesting pieces of feedback that we got from the PC Gamer Weekender, which we attended last weekend, actually the day after I streamed the last time, was that so many people came to us and were like, oh, this is the game that I wanted to play. This is the perfect mix of what I know and the perfect mix of new stuff. So if you are a player of classic RTSs, such as Age of Empires 2, the first 5 minutes, especially if I'm playing the Byzantines, which are the most vanilla civilization, like I said, are gonna feel very familiar. But everything beyond that is just totally unique, and there's so much depth in every civilization for you to explore that is actually pretty cool. I don't know if I want to go to basic military development. This is one of the first pieces of new things, if you come from other games that you might notice, is that we don't have ages, but we do have this system of civilization development where you can prioritize either military or economic development, which means that if I want to, now I can go to advanced military development, which means that I will get access to better units, better cavalry, and whatnot. Alright, I have my house. I'm going to build a stablos, which is a stable. As you can see, all of the units' names are in Greek, and they even speak Greek, like the Byzantines used to. I think this cavalry really doesn't know what is up and what is down, so now he knows. Oh, sorry, villager, I didn't mean to retask you. I see that we are short on food, so I think I'm going to put down a couple of farms here and there. I like to keep my farms like spread out, so that even if I get raided, I might still get some food from different sources. Alright, I have some infantry over here. I'm going to build a few light cavalry units just so I can show you some of that variety that I was talking about, some of that deepness that this game has. And the real depth that this game has comes from the civilization design and the way each civilization is very different from each other, and the incredible amount of asymmetry that there is in the civilization design. So over here I have some farms going. Actually, as a matter of fact, let's not do a farm. Let's keep going with the deers, because deers are actually a very good source of food. Alright, so gonna produce a couple of cataphracts. I don't want to attack you guys. Oh, now I do want to attack you, actually. I don't like this disrespect from the AI. Sorry, AI, this is wrong neighborhood. Alright. The AI was smart enough to retreat. Oh, he wants some? One swing from the cataphract was enough. Alright. So, let's take a look at the passive ability that my warriors have. So if I click on my warrior over here in the UI, I have an indication of what the passive ability of this unit is. And this unit has a passive ability called Disrupt. So what Disrupt does is basically causes units hit to be disrupted. So whenever this unit hits another unit, you will see like a small shield pop up over their heads. And Byzantine cavalry deals twice the damage against disrupted units. So I'm gonna take my cavalry, save it to control group number 2, for example. Take my infantry, save it to control group number 1. And let's go and harass my opponent a little bit. I'm gonna put down another house. I'm gonna put down a couple of cataphractos. And also, I'm going to upgrade my scutatos to Embiros scutatos, which are more experienced, have better stats. Oh, my opponent has quite a bit of cavalry. Obviously, we're playing against French, so we're gonna expect a fair amount of cavalry. We're gonna kill the scout. My opponent is retreating, which is smart. But I don't know if this is the best way to engage my opponent right now. Actually, I might want to put down a second barracks, or stratonas, and start producing some hoplites, which are my anti-cavalry unit. The Byzantines have also a cursor, which is a special cavalry unit that is also anti-cavalry. The cursor historically were a special light cavalry that would come to the side, from the side of the army, essentially, and harass the enemy cavalry and keep them busy and you know, do some hit and runs attacks. And so we do have them in Empires of War as well. In the meantime, I have quite a bit of wood unspent, so I'm going to upgrade my economic development, which will give me access to a second town center, which right now would be very nice to get some more villager production going. I have quite a bit of wood, so I think I'm going to build another farm, and I'm actually going to enable the farm auto-reseeding. Alright, here's a Corsair. And as you can see, it has Shock, which is the ability that deals double damage to the units, as well to the disrupted units, as well as Long Weapon 1, which basically deals 10 damage more to mounted units. So this is going to be very, very useful in facing the French, which I'm doing right now. So I have upgraded my Scutatos to Embiros Scutatos. I don't know if you can tell, but the visual appearance of the unit also has upgraded. And as a matter of fact, I'm also going to upgrade my Cataphractos to Embiros Cataphractos, which is also going to upgrade the visual style of the unit. I'm going to move my Hoplites nearby my small army that I have going on right here. I have reached my population limit, which means that I should probably get a house going. There we go. Over here, we've done with deers, more or less. So I'm going to build a farm as soon as this villager is done. The upgrade for Cataphracts should come anytime now, so I'm gonna zoom on them and just let you see the visual upgrade that they receive as well. This is the Cursor, by the way. This is the Cataphract, and as you can see, they're all very distinguishable from each other. There we go. Now we have the Embiros Cataphractos, which have 12 damage, 3 melee armor, 6 pierce armor. So pretty good, pretty scary group of units over here that we have going on. We have a couple of Cursor. I think I want more Cursors, as well as I want a couple more Hoplites, maybe. Oh, I think the AI just tried to scout me, but bad idea, buddy. Not a good idea. Okay. So I have a few idle villagers. There's a button over here that tells me where they are. I'm gonna build another one, another farm. I'm gonna build another farm over here, and I'm gonna build another farm over here. Alright, I think this is a good time to get some aggression going. I think that my units are better than my opponent's units, but I really don't know. We should probably scout, but heck, let's just go in. I'm not too scared about this scout. It's probably heading for my town center. Not very scary. I'm actually going to put down a siege workshop. Alright. Alright. So, the way I can use basically the way I can select all of the units of one type is either double clicking on them, or I can also control click on them. So this way I can easily select all of the Cataphracts, save them to control group number 1. I'm gonna select all of the Cursores. I'm gonna save it to control group number 2. I'm gonna save all of my infantry to control group number 3, and all of my Hoplites to control group number 4. I wanna get a couple of rams out because I know that I'm going to siege my opponent. And let's build a few houses. So okay, let's go. Let's start to get some aggression going. It's night, so this is a good time to attack. See that my opponent has a farm there. A few unscouted buildings are popping up. I still don't want to attack them. Oh, he has spearmen as well. Oh lord! My opponent is quite ready for me. As you can see, if you played version 0.3, I'm sorry, 8.3 of the game, right now the AI is much better at responding. Let's try to be smart with our engagement, shall we? I'm gonna use my cavalry to engage the archers, or the crossbowmen in this case, because cavalry fares pretty good against crossbowmen, and I'm gonna use my Hoplites to attack the cavalry. Alright. I don't want to get too close to the town center. Actually, I'm gonna move on to the other side to see what's going on. In the meantime, my rams are getting ready, which is pretty good. My economy is going... Oh! We have a scout. Oh, he ran away. Alright. Good idea. He's probably going to regroup with his buddies. Okay, I'm gonna get ready to siege from this side. I'm gonna use a scout to see how far his base goes. He has a few farms over here. Oh lord, that's a pretty big army. Luckily, my cavalry is pretty fast, so I can check out his base without fear of getting... Oh, Lord. I'm actually getting chased by a huge army. And I'm also getting attacked by TC. I'm going to try to dodge as many arrows as I can, but it's kind of hard. Alright. I think we distracted his army enough that I can probably try to go in right now. Let's ride this. Let's ride him. Raid him? No, ride him. As you can see, the villagers are retreating. Pretty smart on their part. I don't know where his army is, but I think he will respond pretty soon to my attack. Oh, there's his army. Alright. Where are my cursores? Okay, I need the cursores on... Oh, he's destroying my rams. I need my cursores on the cavalry. I need my hoplites on the cavalry, and I need my... Actually, I don't think we can win. Actually, I don't think we can win. Let's retreat. Let's retreat and spam some more units. I don't think we can win. Much better AI. Very proud of the changes that the team made. I'm going to... Oh, that's just disrespectful AI. I'm going to spam a few more... Oh, the battle is still going on over here. I want to mainly focus the crossbowmen because they're really scary. Oh, also a hoplites, not a hoplites, a... Oh no! Oh lord. Well, it's still a beta. We've got a crash over there, but it's fine. We're still fixing a few things, folks, so... Shoutouts to Agrippa. We probably would have enjoyed it. Okay, this is actually pretty useful because I wanted to reset the game and show you another way to play the Byzantines, which is actually pretty different. To do so, I am going to switch to another map. I'm going for Winterwald, which is a more closed map. I'm going to set the AI to hard. Yeah, let's keep it hard, because I want to show you a more defensive way of playing the Byzantines. Yeah, it's beta for a reason. We're still in beta. We're still ironing out a few last issues. Alright, so the AI is playing on hard, so I'm going to expect some early aggression. But the good thing about this map is that it's a closed map, so there are only so many places where the AI could come from. Actually, I should probably look for my sheep before showing you the map. I'm gonna move my sheep near the town center, and this time I'm going to show you a radically different way of playing the Byzantines. So before I went for 2 levels of military upgrades and 1 level of economic upgrade. This time I'm going for a more economic focused build. So it's okay, I play Daisy. I know the feeling, bro. This is the Middle Eastern theme. Which is unique to the Byzantines right now, and it's just a beautiful, amazing song. Okay, I think I found all of my sheep. Yes, I think I did. In order to scroll, I am using middle mouse scroll, which basically I hold down the middle mouse button and I drag scroll around the map, which is very, very smooth. It's actually my favorite way of scrolling, but there are many. You can scroll using the keyboard, you can scroll by putting the mouse at the edge of the screen, and you can also hold spacebar to focus on the currently selected unit and follow it wherever it goes. So, actually my villager production is down. Okay, I have 7 villagers on sheep. The next villagers I'm going to put on wood, actually. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to focus on the wood that is nearby my town center. It means that my villagers will probably need to walk a little bit more to gather the wood, but this ensures that I save some wood to get to the economic development level faster. I reach my population level. The AI is responding to my scout with his villagers, which actually forces me to get back. Pretty smart AI, good job. I think there's a third corridor in the middle, so I sort of like scouted one corridor on this side, one corridor on this side, but there's actually a third corridor in the middle. So I'm gonna keep spawning villagers and send them to collect wood. It's still smart to get the boar even with this build. But what I want to do is I want to get to possibly 5 or 6 villagers on wood and get the basic economic development right away. The boar has a aggro range, so if I run off too far away, he will lose me and I will need to basically attack him again. Alright. Not the most efficient of boar lures, but effective. So the villagers have moved to this tree. I'm gonna keep spamming villagers and send them to wood. I'm at 14 villagers, so this is probably a good time to get a house. And another thing that I will do soon is actually I'm going to pull one of my villagers from the food, and I'm going to strategically wall off certain pieces of the map. Like I said, this is a closed map, which means that my opponent can come from over here, or over here. And I want to hold them off as much as I can and maximize my economy production. Let's move on to this tree. So this guy is building a palisade, which isn't very effective at stopping the enemy, but it's good enough to slow them down. Rushfast says, I love the graphics so much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I think the whole team did an amazing job with the graphics of the game. Everybody from our concept artist, Scott Pellico, to the 3D artists, Zug and Don England. We assembled a very, very good team for the project at hand, and we're really proud of the graphical look of the game. This is especially one of my favorite maps. I really like the way snow looks, and I don't know if you can tell at this time of day, but there are like small reflections on the snow. Okay, I have basic economic development available, so I'm gonna research that. The walling off of the passageways is underway. This is probably a good time to get a house, as well as probably a storage as soon as I can, because right now the distance that they're traveling to get wood is probably not ideal. What is cool about this map is that oftentimes there's wood nearby other resources, so these guys are about to run out of sheep. As a matter of fact, some of them are already idle. So I'm going to actually build a storage nearby the berries and the wood, so that I can get food from berries, and as well as I think I sent this guy. Oh yeah, this guy wants to build that. Okay, we're already walled off from the side. Awesome. So I've reached economic development, basic economic development, which means that now I have access to more stuff, including a tower, a Pyrgos, and a Petrinon Teixos, which is the stone wall. So I'm going to use my stone walls to wall off this side of the map. I should probably also wall off this this small portion. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do that right now, so that I don't get rushed from there. Okay, so these guys can move on to the berries. Let's put down a storage over here, actually, and from the berries, let's gather from over there, and from the trees, let's gather from over there. All right, you can go and make a gold storage. I'm gonna take back gold first, just so that if my opponent comes in, I am not cut off from this gold for some reason. Okay, I'm gonna keep building my wall. I'm gonna advance to basic military development in the meantime. So right now I have quite a bit of economy going on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So my opponent is playing on hard. So as you can see, we didn't well off in time. So he's probably coming. So one thing that I can do is, in order to defend my economy, I can put down a Pyrgos, like I said before, which is available from basic economic development, which allows me to defend my economy and keep gathering resources like crazy. So this is a kind of a different build. This is like perfect for this kind of map where I am more defended. I saw one unit running away. I wonder where he's going. Maybe he's retreating. Oh no, there they are. All right. They're probably looking for me. They're probably looking for villagers around the TC. The AI does not cheat, so has no idea where I am. So he's probably looking around to see if he can find my units. I wonder if I should put down another tower over here, but I don't have the stone to do it, actually. So the AI is retreating for now. It's probably gonna scout over here where I cannot see it. Sneaky. Gonna put down a stone storage over there. I want to finish that wall, but I'm too scared. Yeah, I see my opponent over there. I'm very much scared. So one thing that I can do, which is not very pretty, but it's very effective, is I can wall like this. And basically, this forces my opponent to go from this side, which will mean taking quite a bit of damage from the town center. I have an idle villager, which we're going to retask to wood as soon as possible. So this tower defends this side. This side is pretty much defended. That side is defended. Okay, the town center is doing a good job of keeping our foes away. I think I'm going to help with the harassment. I don't want to lose my scout. Okay, good job. Good job. This is all walled off. Awesome. Oh no, actually not. Actually not. Hopefully the AI is gonna let me finish it. I am housed, by the way. I think I should probably actually delete these two walls and put down a house over there. Alright, this is enough to stop them. I'm gonna use my TC to shoot at them. The TC shoots arrows by itself, and the more units it has inside, the more arrows it shoots. So right now, as you can see, it's shooting 2 arrows. And then we got that guy, and we got that guy. Oh, almost. Alright, send garrison. Let's finish that house. Alright, I have 335 wood, which means that now I could probably build a pottery workshop, also known as Ergasterion Ageon. I'm sorry, I'm really trying to pronounce the original Greek words. I think this is one of the most fascinating things about the game, is that you can learn these little things here and there from the different civilizations. And the reason why I'm building a pottery workshop is because this is the building where I can get all of my economic upgrades. So I'm going to get a villager efficiency upgrade, which basically will make my villagers carry more resources and be faster. At the same time, I'm going to build an ecclesia, which is a church. This is actually inspired by the San Vitale Church, which is where I live. The reason why I'm doing that is because the Byzantine priest makes the unit gather resource faster. So the AI is actually starting to come in. I'm actually quite scared. I should probably also get some military units going. I'm getting some stone, which is good because I can build more towers. I'm almost out of berries over here, which is going to be a problem, but unfortunately we have some more over here. And I'm actually going to build a storage over there. Alright, we have the first villager efficiency bonus. I don't know if you can tell, but the villagers are slightly faster right now. But they're going to become even faster now that I put down a Hieras, which is a priest that can improve the speed, the gathering speed of villagers nearby as well as their actual speed. Oh, hello, shards. I've reached my population limit. So let's build a house over there. So I'm going to park my priest over here. And as you can see, it has an aura around him. I don't know if the compression of the stream is just removing that, but it has an aura around him, and all of the villagers inside of that aura are gathering resource faster. So as you can see, I'm ignoring for the most part the military component of my civilization right now in order to focus on the economy. And this is translating into, oh lord, a lot of Chinese units in my base. But I am military level 2, so now that I have a lot of resources, this is probably a good time to start to turn things around. I'm actually going to build a archery range. Actually, a couple maybe. Please help with that. Please help with that. Oh lord. Oh lord. They are a lot. So I'm afraid of losing my town center. So I'm going to build another one. I don't have enough wood. So please move on wood. I have 2 priests over here because the effect of priest stacks up to 2 times. And as you can see, these villagers are running. They know what's up. They know they're about to get killed. Absolutely murder. So they are running. By all means, keep gathering. I'm also gonna research the wood farming speed bonus. I think that the AI is about to get to this side of the things, which is going to be a problem when that happens. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move more villagers to wood. I'm housed because we can't have nice things. I'm playing against the hard AI, by the way. Yeah, I was actually showing that the AI now is very much improved. I'm gonna take a couple of units. Oh, this town center is going down. As you can see, the town center doesn't take a lot of damage from arrows, but oh lord. Doesn't take a lot of damage from arrows, but it takes still quite a bit of damage when there are so many units that my opponent has. Alright. I need wood. Most of them retreated. I think they're going to seek another way into my base. I need more houses, please. Oh boy, I'm actually kind of scared. Gonna keep spamming Psilos. The reason why I'm spamming Psilos is because Psilos has an ability called Skirmisher 1, and it's an attribute, not an ability. And basically it deals 4 more damage against marksmen. And all of the opponents are all of the opponent units, the crossbowmen are actually marksmen. So we're gonna get a nice bonus out of that. Where are you guys going? Where are you guys going? Okay, now I think I have enough resources to put down a second town center. So let's do that. In case we lose the first one, we don't want to lose the game. That would be embarrassing. Oh boy, there's some fighting going on over here. I don't know if I want to fight just yet. My opponent seems that it has a lot of units. But technically, I do have the advantage of countering its units. I'm going to advance, in the meantime, to advanced economic development. That will give me access to more economic upgrades, and I'm going to keep my build going. These guys are running. As you can see, historically speaking, this is completely accurate. Makes villager run. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. All right, these units. I think they're scared of. Okay, this might be a good engagement. They are focused on the wrong thing, which is good for us. Like I said, the AI does not cheat, so it still requires quite a bit of attention, like if it was a real player, to figure out what it wants to focus actually, and when it wants to retreat, and when it wants to attack. Okay, now I feel kind of confident. So I am researching the upgrade to Peltastis. And we got another fatal error. This is a build that I cooked right before the stream, so we probably have some things in the middle that are still going on. But this gave you another way of playing the Byzantines that wasn't visible. I'm sorry, that wasn't evident in the first match. So I played the Byzantines in a more military way. I played the Byzantines in a more economic way. And now, for the last showcase, I think I'm going to play the Byzantines in a super rushy way. I'm going to put the AI on hardest, on Scorching Desert, on a small map. So you can see a very fast rush that the Byzantines can do. Even though this is an expansion civilization, which means that it's very much focused on the late game and getting as much good units as possible in the late game, as many resources as possible in the early game. This is still a civilization that can do some interesting things. So I'm going to focus my production on villagers for now and sheep. But as soon as I hit like 6 or 7 villagers, I'm going to do something interesting. Oh, more sheeps. Alright, I have 7 villagers, which is a good time to put down a barracks. What? A barracks right away? Yes, a barracks right away. And I'm going to move one villagers to wood, and I'm going to keep a couple of villagers to wood. Because I want 30 wood to build my first house. And the rest of my villagers are actually on food. So as soon as these 2 villagers are done, I will build a house. And hopefully everything will go fine and I won't be housed. There we go. Perfect. Perfect timing. I'm gonna use these 2 villagers to help with this barracks. Which, as you can see, makes the barracks be produced faster. And I'm going to queue as many warriors as I can. I have many villagers on sheep. Obviously not as many as I wanted, because I'm putting some effort on wood as well. But now I'm gonna focus only on food, and I'm gonna put down as many warriors as I am allowed to. So, like I told you at the beginning, all of my warriors have the disrupt ability, and my scout, my light cavalry, actually has the shock ability, which combos with the disrupt, which means that I can deal 8 damage with this unit pretty much right at the beginning of the game. I'm gonna wait for a couple more warriors just to have 4 warriors and the scout, and that is gonna be actually a pretty nice rush. What is my opponent playing? Oh, my opponent is Byzantines as well. Gonna rally point over here towards my opponent. I'm actually housed, so this means that I'm going to take my units and just go. And I'm going to switch some of my units to wood. I have quite a bit of food, so I think I'm going to queue some more warriors and keep them going. Exactly what Chenla is saying. Basically, Chenla has a lot of knowledge of the game already. Basically saying that a couple of Varangians, not Varangians, but a couple of Scutatos plus the scout can really mess up my opponents. So I'm gonna... So my opponent decides to take this fight or retreats. No, I think it's retreating. I think if my scout hits that, I can kill it. Oh, almost. No, scout, please. Don't die. Let's avoid the arrows. Let's check out this wood line. Oh, this wood line sounds nice. Oh, please hit it. Please break it. Oh, we got 1 villager. I think the AI... Ooh, I don't want to lose my scout. If I lose my scout, this rush is done. But as you can see, the Byzantines are very much capable of early aggression using this combo of infantry and cavalry. They're very much capable of accumulating resources and waiting for the late game. And they're very much capable of start pumping out cavalry, very strong cavalry, pretty early. So I just showed you 3 different ways of playing the Byzantines. And if you have any questions about this civilization, just let me know. I will answer them. They are... I was about to say they were my favorite civilization. Historically speaking, I just love the Byzantines. I'm so glad that they're in the game. I'm so glad that they are this fun and flavorful when it comes to historical accuracy. And then I'm also glad that there are so many ways to play them. even though they were designed to be a expansion civilization, as you can see, they have a pretty mean rush that you can do. I'm gonna use the UI for a bit. Fourth is just make Belisarius and Cataphracts Belisarius that never die. That is true. The passive ability of Belisarius, which we can check out from the texture screen, is Bucellari, which were the personal guard of Belisarius, and says, upon death, if a veteran Cataphractos is present nearby, Belisarius will not die and take his place instead. Basically, we'll swap places with a Cataphract. Essentially, the Cataphract will sacrifice himself for Belisarius. All of my villagers are idle. They're just like looking for something to do. So I guess let's just collect some gold. I have some warriors that are accumulating over here. I'm playing against the Byzantines, which makes me think that my opponent will also go for a similar strategy. The AI is perfectly able to play to the strength of every civilization. So as you can see, the AI is putting down Astotones right now. Retreating because he doesn't want to lose his villagers. He's probably pretty scared of what I can do. Let's see what else he's doing. Oh, he's putting down a stable. Yeah, the AI is essentially doing a similar build that what I'm doing, but as you can see, they have a much better economy than I did. In order to get this many units this early on, I had to sacrifice quite a bit of economy development. But the AI decided to just essentially go for a more balanced build. That is true. I lived in a city filled with Byzantine architecture, and like I was saying before, the church for the Byzantines, the temple for the Byzantines, is actually inspired by the Basilica of San Vitale, which is where I live. It's just an amazing building. I'm waiting for the basic economic development just to show you again the church, because it's just too pretty. There we go. Ecclesia. I think I can actually show you something else. Uh-oh. As you can see, my opponent is going for some early rush as well. He's disrupting my villagers. Let's garrison them inside the town center. And let's... The AI is retreating. I want to retreat myself. I don't want to lose my scout. I'm gonna ungarrison my villagers on this side so that they will live to see another day. And my opponent is taking my storage for good measure. Okay, so yeah, this is the church inspired by San Vitale, which is where I live. It's just one of the most beautiful churches in the world. I should just attack more of my villagers at them. Yeah, I should probably do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's just slap them to death. There we go. Let's go, villagers. They're taking their axes, they're taking their logs, and they're like, out of my town. Oh, he's retreating. He doesn't want any part of it. Oh, come here. Come here. He doesn't want any part of it. Alright, I'm gonna show you something else. I'm gonna resign and quit. So something that is new in this build compared to the build that I showed last Thursday is that now all of the stats are correct. Exploration, as you can see, I explored a little less than 50% of the map. My opponent explored a little over 50%. And my APM was 64, which is embarrassing. But I was using the mouse a lot. I was talking a lot, so cut me a break. Um, Not a lot of villagers. My opponent was actually doing very good. As you can see, the AI was actually pumping out quite a bit of units, quite a bit of a lot of villagers. Not a lot of army. In 10 minutes, was probably going for more economy. The AI also basically chooses whether to go for a more economic-oriented build or more military-oriented build. Probably in that game, it chose to go for I guess for a balanced approach. I'm gonna show you a couple more things. I'm gonna pick Mare Nostrum. I'm gonna pick the Byzantines. I'm gonna show you a couple of ships that the Byzantines have. Yeah, guys, let me know what civ you would like to see next. I plan to stream every week up until the release of the game on this channel. So, by all means, stay tuned and let me know what you would like to see. So this is a water map. This is Mare Nostrum, which has a pretty big lake slash sea in the middle. So the reason why I went for some wood right away with the villagers is that one interesting thing that I do in this map is I put down a port right away, and since the port can be used to drop off resources, I can keep collecting wood and they will just drop off the wood at the port. I will move all my ships there and I will pretend that is my new base, essentially. Let's find all the sheeps. When are the Arabs coming? The Arabs are coming pretty soon. If you would like to test them first, make sure to subscribe to the beta if you're not in the beta yet. And they will reach the beta very, very soon. Lancer says he wants to see the Aztecs. And that sounds nice. Alright, so I'm gonna tell my villagers to gather wood. And as soon as I have enough wood, I'm going to start putting in the water some fishing ships. I'm gonna put down a house over there, so I can show you some of the Byzantine water units. The Byzantines is probably one of the civilizations that has more ships in the game. Each civilization has a unique approach to the water. Byzantines have sort of like a traditional approach with a lot of units in the water. Oh, it always breaks my heart when I see somebody losing all of its slits in the roulette. It's just I don't know. It's one of those things that is just too sad, man. It's just too much, man. All right, I'm gonna put down a fishing ship, and there's some fish in here. I don't know where. I would need to scout it. Oh, there we go. We found a puddle of a bank of fish over there. I'm gonna keep producing villagers. Essentially, I'm just, as you can see, I'm just gathering wood and producing fishing ships. The reason is why fish is actually a pretty good resource of food. So I'm gonna send my boat over there and start gathering fish from the sea. And this will provide me with a good source of food as I gather from here. I actually want to get to military level 1 to show you some of the more interesting ships. So I think I'm going to also get a few of these ships. Ships. This is getting difficult for a poor Italian like me. So apologies for any mistakes. I think we scouted as much as we could with the scout. There we go. There's some fish over there, and this is giving us quite a bit of food, which in conjunction with the food from the sheep should result in a nice output of food overall. Some more fish. This is good. I have an army of sheeps that are just ready to be slaughtered. Gonna spread them out evenly so that the villagers can move between them without fearing of bumping into each other. Some deer over here that I'm ignoring. As you can see, my base is totally empty because everything about my base is over here. I could have probably built the port over here and it would have been a lot more efficient. So there would have been a very slow, a very short, a very short road between the, a very short route between the port and the villagers. Why go there when you can go here? Up to 4 fishing ships can gather fish from the same fish bank. And I don't know if you can tell, but there are less fish swimming right now over here compared to, say, for example, over here. These are just like some small touches that the game has where we reduce the number of fish in real time to essentially give you feedback on how many like how much fish is left in that specific source of food. Well, thank you, Big Papa Nut. Oh no! My opponent already has... Oh, Lord. I forgot that I was playing against a very hard AI. Let's try to run away. As you can see, my opponent is also taking advantage of the water, but that is a Dromon, and this is exactly what I didn't want it to face right now. It's probably my ship is probably gonna get destroyed. Oh no, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it. Oh no, that ship went everywhere. Let's see if I can. Can I sneak? Oh no, 2 Dromons. This is. I don't think we're gonna come back from this. So what I usually do is I just go for a transport ship or just try to win on the land. Because the land is always going to be more important than the water. Oh, there's a fishing ship over here. Maybe I can... There's a fish back over here. Maybe I can sneak some food back and forth. Let's put down a couple of Dromons. How challenging is the AI in this game? I can tell you, after this patch is actually quite challenging. I'm having trouble keeping up. We're going to keep improving it as time goes by, but right now it's actually pretty good and doesn't cheat. That's something that I like to always point out. It's like, guys, the AI doesn't cheat. Okay, we can take down that sheep, that fishing ship. Oh, there's a Dromon over here. Let's just sail away. Is a Dromon? But if I open my tech tree screen without advancing my civilization level, you can see that I have access also to a upgrade for the Dromon, which transforms it into a reinforced Dromon or Eniximenos Dromon, which is stronger. And I also have access to a fire ship, which is a ship with a flamethrower, which is effective against other ships. The very famous Greek fire is obviously in the game. We have the Byzantines. We cannot have... We must have the Greek fire in the game. So... Alright. I think I gave you a pretty good idea of what the Byzantines can and cannot do. They are the probably most... well-rounded civilization that is in the game. I'm gonna open up the encyclopedia. Probably the most well-rounded civ that is in the game. They have access to a whole bunch of stuff. And again, if this is the first time you see Empires Apart and you want an idea of how different the civilizations are between each other, this is the Byzantines and this is the Mongols. And in my personal opinion, I think that the Mongols are probably one of the hardest civilizations to play. And then we have the Aztecs, Chinese, French. And as you can see, each civilization, at least the tech tree, looks very different. But they also play very differently, and they feel very differently. And that was very, very important for us. So, in case you have any questions about the Byzantines or about anything else about the game, I'm over here and I'm gonna keep my eyes on the chat for the next few minutes. Otherwise, I'm gonna call it a day. And as you can see from this screen, I have access to all of the informations about a unit, all of his stats, all of his abilities, which is very, very nice if you want to check out what every civilization can do and how to optimize your builds, how to optimize the way you play the game. Hello, John. John is one of the guys that usually stops by the development stream. He says that I sound just like the guy from Destiny Bit. Let's see. Do I look anything like the guy from Destiny Bit? I don't know. Maybe? Maybe not. I'm not sure. Is there a limit to the tech advancement? Does it stop before gunpowder? If you're talking like game-wide, in the whole game, the game is set in medieval times, so we pretty much go from the, 400 to the 1400, just right before the 1500s. There is some gunpowder in the game. The French have a bombard. The Chinese have quite a bit of things that go kaboom. They have the grenadiers. They have minefields. They have flamethrowers. There's quite a bit when it comes to the Chinese that makes a lot of noise and explodes. But there's no muskets in the game or nothing of the sorts. The Chinese are really the ones that have the most explosive things. And the French have the bombard. But other than that, those are the two exceptions. The encyclopedia shows 5 factions. I don't know, but I heard there are 6. Is another one out soon? Yes, it is, and I cannot wait to show it to you. Is the Arabs. They're probably one of the most unique civilizations, and I cannot wait to show them to you. They're coming soon to the beta, so if you're not in the beta, go sign up right now on storytelling.com/empiresapart or empiresapart.net. And we're still sending out keys, so you can sign up over there. Or you can wait for one of my streams, and I will show them to you one of these Thursdays. I think that this Thursday stream is going to become a regular appointment up until the release of the game. Hello, Spaction. So, if this is the first time tuning in and seeing Empires Apart, there's quite a lot to this game. There's quite a lot to discover, especially when it comes to all the different civilizations. So, each week, I will try to go through one of them and show them why they are unique and why they are cool to play, and what are the different strategies for each one of them. I'm still not sure what is going to be the next civilization that we're going to showcase next Thursday. Leave us a comment here in chat to let us know which one you would like to see, or go on Twitter or Facebook. We're very reachable. Just let us know what you'd like to see about the game, and we will bring it to you. Otherwise, I think this is going to be it for me. So, I would like to thank each and every one of you who tuned in and watched the stream. Make sure to follow Storytelling Group here on Twitch. We will be live again next Thursday with some more Empires Apart action. Thank you to all of the Empires Apart fans who stopped by and watched the stream, like John, like Spaction, and everybody else who follows development religiously and have been following development religiously for the past 2.5, 3 years. Thank you, folks. Thank you, everybody. I will play the trailer once more. It's a great trailer. So if you have somebody nearby you that knows nothing about Empires Apart, just call them right now and be like, hey, come here, I have to show you something. And that something is going to be a very cool trailer. Thank you very much, folks. I will see y'all next Thursday.